Hello, Akko here. Welcome back to Regrowth. I have been quite busy off camera. I have done quite a bit of stuff, and it's not in here where I've done it. It is downstairs, and you're going to see straight away how different down here is than last time you saw it. Bam! Check that out. I have got just about everything down here that I want to grow in 9x9 blocks. These are just a chiselled glowstone block in between as a light source. If I come down here further, I'm going to get a free feather. So I've got loads of animals down here. What are all them doing down there? Now I've got this infusion, I can actually teleport mobs with me some places. By I think shift left clicking on the mob, it'll teleport me and the mob to where my recall point is set to, so I can actually move them into pens and stuff. But yeah, I've created this area. This is going to get golems in it, of course, to be automated. I did put all the agricraft pipes and stuff in, sprinklers, but they've got a real weird texture issue, so I took them all down again. I've got them all on the chest upstairs. I think it's, if I automate these with golems, it's going to be quick enough that I don't need it anyway, and I think it just looks nicer all open like this. There is some plants I am missing. For example, we've got, these are fire seeds, we've got earth seeds and water seeds, but I've not bothered with the air seeds because they make clouds and some of the blocks that I probably won't use. Clearly there's a wolf down there as well. I can hear it, or down there or up there. But yeah, I've got like coal, nether seeds, infusion. Should maybe get some infusion while I'm here, because quite low on them upstairs. So I did just have like 3x3s with stuff through the middle, but then I thought, well, I might as well, if the golem's going to be picking all these up, I might as well do it like this. So we have got the capability to get a lot of stuff nice and quick, which is good. So yeah, this will all be automated. Like, I don't know if I need that much melon, certainly, I don't know. Pumpkin, I've been using to make all the dirt. If you make pumpkin and split it into seeds, you get like, just from a 3x3, you get 2¼ stacks of seeds. I've been banging all them into these, making them into compost. I've got enough compost now, obviously. The only thing, these are all 9x9s, apart from these two plots in the corner, which have got all the mob stuff in. So that's got skeleton, wither, spider, and slime, and this one has got creeper, ghast, blaze, and nature seeds. Because you don't use many of them. So these two are different in the corner. Everything else is there. Go emerald, diamond, coal. What's that? Was coal? What's that down there then? That other black one. Oh, obsidian, of course. Lapis. There's my status quartz, cobalt, ardite, and osmium. So that's all good. I have got all that sorted with a bit of trodden dirt to make it look a bit nicer around the edges there. So that is all golden. I'm just going to run upstairs. So that means once that's all automated down there, I won't have to actually go down there, which means if I have all my tech and engineering type stuff up on this floor, then I won't have to do as much running around once things are fully automated, and that will be quite easy to automate. Now what I'm going to do is, I want teleposers because they're one of my favourite blocks in the game, and I like teleposers. They're good for moving nodes around as much as anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look into blood magic. There's no quests for blood magic yet in the pack. I don't know if Phoenix Lodge is slowly adding, well, not slowly, very quickly, is adding more quests all each time he updates the pack, and I'm sure at some point blood magic will get its own quests. So it's kind of a weird thing. It's do I want to do all this stuff that's going to maybe get quests later if I'm going to break it by doing it, but I think I do. And I can always reset. I mean, eventually, I think the plan for this game is to have all the quests doable, which is kind of awesome. Right, I think I'm going to need some rowan. Right, what do I need for this? I've got family ingots, I've got an attuned stone, runic altar is just, okay, living rock and either a pearl or a diamond, and 4 of them, which is weird because I get 3 at a time. I need Exhale of the Horned One and Breath of the Goddess. Breath of the Goddess. And I've got no Exhale of the Horned One. Okay, how do I get that then? next skill of the horned one is oak saplings. Trees. Oak. In you go. 2 of you, please. I had one charged with Chunstone. I've got some that are not charged. So we'll do more witchery. You actually charge these in a ritual using circle magic. So we should be doing that at some point. There we go, 2 of them. I can now make myself a blood altar, which is wonderful. I'll clear you out. Yeah, if you look in there, I mean, look at all that stuff. I've got a lot of irrigation channels, 32 sprinklers. But I just didn't like. It's weird. They've got a weird texture thing going on. I don't know if it's a tell up here. There we go. That's exactly what I mean. It just looks scruffy. Stuff like that going on. So I decided not to bother. And I'll just knock that down off camera. Right. There's so much stuff I want to do. Actually, there's so much stuff I want to do that's not even got quests as well. What am I doing? I'm failing. Clear you out. For example, I want to get into mechanism. I want to get into stone. I want to get into. I want to get deep into mechanism. You know what I mean? And then we've also still got quests for stuff that I've not started. That's not going to be enough, is it? Fail. And I think it was water bottles, wasn't it? The last part. So I've got water bottles. I have got bottles. Wonderful. Double check. Just water bottle yet. So 2 of them. Bosh. Gets me my altar blocks. I've got 6 of them, even though I only need 4. And now, Thaumium. So you see the way it's gated? It's gated by witchery, and by Thaumcraft, and by Britannia, even though the Britannia is not much of a gate, because you get to be able to make runic altars very early in the game. So that's all good. Right, I'm actually going to try and remember to get back up quicker using my infusion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as you can see there, if you know what that is going to help me with Britannia, with blood magic. We shall come back to that. 5 of them, 1 of them, and if I go shift right click, boop, I'm back up here, and that's a little bit quicker than having to run up the stairs all the time. Runic altar, that goes in there. Blood altar, woohoo! So there we go. And then right, what do I need for my first orb? Is it diamond? First orb? Weak blood orb is a diamond, yes. The second one's an emerald. So I'm going to take a diamond and an emerald. And I'm going to take some slates. No, I'm not going to take some stone. And I'm going to do this manually to start with. And I'm not sure what I'm going to automate this with just yet. But if I come all the way down here again, I'm going to make this look nicer once I'm done. I've got down below the deepest sub-basement of the base, got this area, ooh, and this is laid out, the dirt blocks where the runes go, so that's for a tier 6. I built it big enough for a tier 6, even though the tops of the pillars of the tier 6 will be hidden in the walls. Well, there will, yes, there will there. But there we go. We have got everything we need here, space-wise, for a tier 6 altar. So there we go, got our blood altar down, and I've not made a knife. Knob. Sacrificial knife. Ooh, Arthana infused in the thing. Very cool. I like that. Let's go back up again then. Make an Arthana. So that's 2 gold, 2 gold nuggets, an emerald and a stick. Emerald, stick. Oh, 1 gold. 2 nuggets, emerald, stick. Bam. And infuse that in our mana pool. Just dump there, why not? Bam. And right, what I want to do here is I need another mana pool, don't I? I need to talk to you about this fallen canard. And in there I've got some floating flowers. So we're going to combine floating flower with a fallen canard to make it a floating fallen canard. Thank you very much. And we are going to throw my fanner in there. And that is now a sacrificial knife. Wonderful. And I need to craft a mana pool. So let's quickly just grab my assembly hill out of there. It's quicker than going back upstairs. Got a crafting bench down here. And make myself a mana pool. And then put that back for now. Throw the mana pool into another mana pool to make it into a proper mana pool. And weird, one of these mana tablets doesn't have a bar on the bottom. Very odd. I'm going to grab 2 of them. And now we can head on down. I need to automate them hobgoblins. Getting manning for me. So now what I can do is I can use a sacrificial knife. Not like that. Like that. And as you can see, I am taking damage. And we are getting blood in the altar. Sweet. So next thing is just there. I'm going to have my floating fallen canard, which is going to do nothing as yet because it needs mana. So let's drop them guys in there. And now I've got regen. Regen 3, very nice. It's also giving me hunger, but it's not a big deal giving me hunger. But there we go. I can now, nice and quick, do that. Now I'm fairly sure getting to 0 hunger doesn't kill me. We are soon going to find out. How much blood do I need in there? I need 2,000. So I've probably got 2,000 in already. Oh, get off. So let's see if getting to 0 kills me. Doesn't. Okay, I've got that irritating noise though. So we're not on hard mode. If I was on hard mode, I would have just died then. Right, diamond into there. And as you can see, we can do things pretty quick because of the fallen canard, which is very nice. Now, when I do stop each time, obviously 1 mana cookie is going to get me back to full. So I'll stop taking damage. Well, this is our first thing we need here, is our orb. So this uses a little bit of mana, but not a great deal. So that should have emptied both of them, and it has. And if we was to get our Wander of the Forest, you can see that there, the mana pool is just about bang on full, so it hasn't used much yet. That's so slow. There we go, we have got our blood orb. Excellent. There's a blood orb. Give it a right click, make it bind to you. You've got everything you do with blood magic, you got give it a right click to bind it to you. So I've now got a weak blood orb. I can fill that with blood, so I've got some blood in my network if I want. That's not as important at the minute as getting myself some slates done. So I could just put 64. I could feed 64 in there with a hopper, but I'll just do it like that for now. What I want to do here is just that damage tick's a little bit irritating. Noise. Right, that's not happening. Okay, a slate's different by the look of it. Interesting. How do I make a slate then? Blank slate is living rock. Interesting, nice and sneaky. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I think I can put a lever on that and turn it off. Can I or can I not? I know some flowers you can turn off with a lever. This one I cannot. Okay, so what I need to do is just, oops, not break my floor. Just pick it up and I don't want to use it. Let's put the orb in there, might as well. And now, let's eat some food. There we go. Okay, so what I need is living rock. I like that. It's a nice, another level of, well, not really complexity, but just makes it a little bit trickier. So we've got 42, which is a start. So what I'm going to do then is I'll go turn all these 42 into slates. What I'm aiming for is, and this will be a tier 4. So the first thing I'm aiming for is to make it a tier 2 altar, which is 8 blood runes. So see there, stone, blank slates, and my orb is going to get me some of them. Then I'm going to want to, so that gets me to a tier 2. Then I'm going to want the next tier, which is some more runes around the outside, so 20 runes, and then pillars with the glowstone blocks. So I'll probably get all the way to tier 3 before I come back. For that I'm going to make these self-sacrifice runes. I could just get mobs straight away. Should I just get mobs straight away? No, I need tier 4 for a well of what do you call it? Well of suffering. Right, so I'm going to have to do self-sacrifice and then do sacrifice later on. Okay, I shall be back when I've done a bit of progression. Okay then, this is going pretty well. I am almost at tier 4 and I've been watching a bit of London Marathon while I've been doing this, just right clicking my knife to make sure that I'm putting blood into the altar. The way I've done it is I've been putting 16 at a time in for the hopper, and I've got an emerald pipe there set to the reinforced slate which has been pulling them out. It doesn't pull them out quick enough though, so I get the odd tier 3 slate there. So see there, I've got a tier 3 slate actually in the altar there. But what I have got is it's giving me 61 reinforced slates. I think I need 56 for the next tier, so we should have enough in here to make 56 runes of self-sacrifice. No, not 56, 28. 28 is what I'm after, and that looks right, so that's all good. So if we drop down to a level below, the way I've been doing my this stuff, by the way, is if I just set my equal trade to smooth stone, and then just oops, and then pick some smooth stone up, would help. I might have to get some more smooth stone actually. There we go. It's been doing that, so let's get me 30 at a time. So I've got plenty of living rock. Oh no, I've got enough smooth stone because I've already done them. So down we go to the next level, and this is where it has to change now. So there's the 20 for the tier 3, and now we move on to tier 4. So we want there. So we've got all the runes there for tier 4, but we're not tier 4 yet because what we need is the caps for these, and they need to be bloodstone. So what we need to do now is I need to make a few more because I need more slates for this. What I need to make now are ritual stones, so they need reinforced slates, obsidian, and our orb, and a master stone. And what we're going to be making is the rite of binding, the binding ritual, where we're going to have to make a bound blade because we need some weak blood shards to make our bloodstone brick, which is what we need to make this into a tier 4 altar. So after that we can work on getting hold of some witches and getting a well of suffering, which should be pretty straightforward because we've got witch spawners under the circles that I wrote about in the world. So yeah, what I've been doing is 16 at a time, like so, and then just banging 16 in there, and then clicking my knife, and it's getting almost to the point where, oh, by the way, look at that. If I look at the altar, you can see in Whaler how much blood I've got in there, because there is a mod in the pack called I am looking at blood. It's an add-on for Whaler. So Whaler obviously means what am I looking at, and I am looking at blood is a little blood magic add-on for Whaler, that if you've got a divination sigil in your inventory, like I have, I made a divination sigil. It's just one of them tier 1 slates and some glass and your orb. What a divination sigil lets you do is look into your altar by right clicking it, or look into your network by right clicking in the air. You see my current essence there is 150,000 LP, which is a full tier 3 orb, which is a magician's orb. So that's I've got 150k in there. Oops, I've run out of blood. Oh dear. Can add back down. So yeah, not quite keeping up yet. But what I'm gonna have to do is, once I've got this at tier 4, and we get the Will of Suffering, I'm going to need to replace all these with the ones of sacrifice. But I should be able to make them quicker. So the more self-sacrifice ones I get down there, the quicker I can actually make these. So yeah, I've just been watching the London Marathon, stuff like that. So there we go, they're all tier 1s now. So 16 at a time seems a reasonable amount to do. Doesn't take too long. So yeah, right. I'll get a stack of these made. I think it's 24. I need for a ritual binding. So I shall get enough. I'll probably get 2 stacks of this done, just so I've got some spares. And I shall come back and we'll do that, and we'll get a bound plate and we'll get some weak blood shards. Okay then, I think I'm ready for the next part. So what I did, by the way, is I made some of these. First thing I made was these speed runes. They are made like so, with a bit of sugar in the tier 1 slates. And then I've moved on to the self-sacrifice, which is glowstone and tier 2s. Then the sacrifice are very much the same as them. They use gold instead of glowstone. So that's the difference with them there. And as I did last bit, I've got as many as I can on there. We need to move on now to actually making ritual stones. So I'm going to go like that. I'm going to put a stack of obsidian in there, and I've got another stack of reinforced slates there. So in you go, and we've not got a master blood arm, we shall have to use them ones. And I've got 64 of them. I've got loads of these. Wow. No, I haven't. They've all been used. Yeah, 64. Okay, that was just a graphic bug. And what I need to do now is, I'm going to keep that in there because we're making more of them. Now a master ritual stone takes 4 of them and 4 more obsidian. So I'm just going to make 1 master for now. There we go, this is a master ritual stone. There we go. And also what I need is, I now need to make a ritual diviner. I also need to make, which I forgot about, an activation crystal, which uses a lava crystal. So I need to make some lava crystals, right? So I shall make some of them off camera. These are really useful. I'm going to have the 3 furnaces I've got upstairs. I'm going to take the coal out and put a lava crystal in each one. What it does, it uses your LP network instead of fuel for furnace and stuff like that. I'm going to put 1 in the alchemical furnace in my farmcraft room as well. So I'm going to make 4 for up there, and 1 for the weak activation crystal that I'm going to need. You use this to actually activate rituals. And what I'm going to make before we do that is, I've got some things here that I want to throw into my altar. Now I cannot do the coal yet, because if you look at the coal in the altar, there we go, it needs a tier 4, which we've not got yet, of course. So I've just brought them down. When we get to a tier 4, I shall be making the 2nd level of ritual diviner, which uses those. But for the first level, you need a magma cream, you need a block of lapis, you need a block of obsidian. Oops. There we go. I think these all take 1,000 each. Yeah, only 1,000 each. And a ghast tier for these 4 lovely things. There we go. And then what we can do in there is we can see there's 2 types of ritual diviner. This second one uses some demonic slates, which are tier 4 slates, and some of the dusk inscription tools, which we'll need them blocks of coal for. But we can't make that yet. What we can make is this one. So 4 diamonds, an emerald, and these 4 things is going to get us a ritual diviner, which helps us place our blocks. So I might as well go place the blocks now. I think I'm just going to put these in the park area. So I wonder how many animals are going to die from the lightning that this is going to cause. I'm just going to have it over in this corner. So if I can remember correctly, I believe what I'm going to want is, I don't think I can remember correctly. Is it one? I think it is. So it's. I need to break that. No, it's not. It's 2 out in it. And it's 1 further across this way. Let me get this made. This laid out, and I show you. In fact, let's do it here, and then I'll rebuild it when I know what size it is, because I can't remember. So if you shift right click these, it cycles you through all the different rituals. So what we're going for is ritual of binding. There we go. And if you hold down your mouse button on that, so yeah, it's 2, and then we have 1 behind them as well. Yeah. So what I need to be is 4 from the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that. Yeah. So let's put this down there. Break these again. So you see, because we've got the dusk runes in there, sorry, not the dusk runes, the inscription things in our ritual divine, it paints these for us. You can paint these manually if you just wanted to make the chalks, but there's no point. If you can make the chalks, it's only 4 diamonds and an emerald to actually make the ritual diviner. So it's well worth making the ritual diviner. I think I'm actually going to come 1 further out, so it's not tight against the wall. So 2. Let's sort this out then. Yeah. So 2 and then the thing, and 1, 2 there, and these 4 corners like so. Wonderful. And now I can make my thing. If you hold down the right button, when it starts making them little green things, you know you're done. So there we go. So try again. There we go. So the actual thing starts moving in your hand when you can do no more. So that's all good. Now the problem is I've got a nice dark area in the corner here. Everywhere lit up okay. Seems to be. Don't see any red crosses, so that's all good. So there we go, we've got that, but I can't do anything until I make that weak activation crystal. And you can see, because I use these buckets of lava, it's going to take a little bit of doing to get that, because I've got not much stuff automated. I'll get them done, I shall come back. The other thing we need for this is a diamond blade. Crafting tables. I really need to make more crafting tables. In fact, the other thing I mentioned mechanism earlier, didn't I? The other thing, of course, is getting into applied logistics, is what I want to do. Couple of diamonds gets us, obviously, a vanilla diamond sword, which is what we use in the ritual there to turn into a bound blade. I shall get the lava crystals made and be right back. I decided to make 8 of these because they will come in useful, I am sure, around and about. So 3 books of lava into there gets me the 8th one. Wonderful. And I've been making lava, by the way, using the essence, fire essence. So that's the best way to show you. Lava. You can put 4 around the bucket to make it, but you can just put it into. There you go. Put 1 into your crucible furnace or your smeltery. So I've been making. Each one of them essences gets you a quarter of a bucket. So I've been filling my buckets up like that. What I need to do now then is I need to get my auto full. So 8.4, 8,400, 1 click of the knife gets me to 9,000. So I'm getting 600 per click at the minute. And that's because the self-sacrifice makes it so that I get more. So if I put that in there, I've got 10,000 in. How much do you actually need for this? We need 10,000, so that's going to use all of that. Oops. Throwing that on the floor. What I need to do with these is I need to right click all these so it binds them to my LP network. Which is good. And there we go, we have got a nice weak activation crystal. Also need to bind that to me. And what I can do now is if I just quickly jump up to the upstairs, what I can do is in this room, so alchemical furnace, no, not that at all, this thing in here, of course. So this thing now, let me just, that's my dump jar, that one. So that guy's clearly got herb in there, so also needs dumping. But what I can do now is I can take the core of this, I can put one of them in there, and then that is going to use my LP network to cook stuff rather than using coal, which is good, even though coal's free for me. It's more the fact that you don't have to keep loading stuff up, which is quite nice. If I right click another one of them, if we come into here, I've got these 3 furnaces here. Now this used to crash with these nether furnaces, so we'll see. This might crash me. No, it seems okay. Sweet. That was a long time ago that it used to crash. So there we go. So now they also use blood instead of. So if I don't want to cook anything up, they'll use my LP network rather than thing. There's a little setup I've been using for. So sling some fire essence in there and just change the direction of the pipe there with a wrench, and it'll fill that up with lava, which is quite nice. Yeah, right. So now what I can do is we can make our bound blade. So what I have to do is I click on there. That's going to activate the ritual. Then what I want to do is I want to throw this diamond sword in here and see how many animals die. What am I doing? So we're doing it. I forgot how it works. Can't believe I forgot how it works. Oh, in fact, I know what I haven't looked at. Let's have a look. Bound blade. It needs an elementium sword. That's what I've not looked at. Right, okay. Let me get some elementium made. So I've got a spare diamond blade. Of course, it's only got one durability, hasn't it? I should have known that. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 mana steel through the Alphan portal. It's going to give me 2 elementium. Thank you. And 2 living wood gives me a twig, and my crafting halo will let me make that into a sword. Dish dish. And that. No? How make Dreamwood twig? It's cheeky, isn't it? Dreamwood, we need to. Oh, I've got some dreamwood. Dreamwood, of course, is throwing living wood through the portal. Elementium sword, wonderful. And now let's see if I die, because I have been known to. So we want that there. I want to put out the flames as soon as I throw this into here. So put out the flames. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. We have got a bound blade. Excellent. So this starts off in deactivated, so it's just like a little orb in my hand. There we go, like that. And then if I shift right click it, boom, it becomes active, and it uses a little bit of blood when it's active. What I need to do now is go out at night time. Then let's put that flame out. Ooh. Yeah, put that flame out by jumping in it, noob. So I need to go outside and kill some things. I think I need at least 3. Was it 3 weak blood shards? What we need is we need 1 to make into shapeless crafting. We need 1 to make into some of them large bloodstone bricks. Then we also need 1 to make into our tier 4 orb, and then we also need 1 to combine with some imbued slates to make more. Yeah, so we need at least 3. More's good, but 3's fine. So is it daytime? Is it nighttime? I can't actually tell until I get to a window. It is middle of the day. Of course it is. Right, I could, and I probably should, make a weak ritual stone, this guy, 4 obsidian, 4 stone. Yep. So I make one of them, I can make it night time. So if you make this weak ritual stone, put a block of lapis on it and give it a click, it'll make it. It can make it night time instantly, which is pretty cool. So I'll get that done. I'll get some mobs killed and get some weak blood shards. Okay, then I've only killed about 7 or 8 mobs, and I've already got 5 shards, so that's all good. And it was by the time I made the imperfect ritual stone, it was already night time, so I've not actually had to use it. I was going to wait until daytime just to show you it, but never mind. Let's kill some of these guys. So you see the first hit with this puts a debuff on the mobs. You see the little grey graphic coming off them. And it's the second hit. It's if you kill them with that debuff on them, that weakness 3 debuff. That's the actual thing that gives you the shard. So we've got 10 shards, which is very nice. While I'm here, let's just have a top up on my Ordo and Pedicio, on my one there. Why not? So I've been using that equal trading stuff. Okay. So back we go into my base. So there we go. I've got 11 weak blood shards, which is very nice. There's the weak ritual stone. If I was to go like that, what that should have done is it should have reset the night. So yeah, look, the night's over there. The moon's over there again. So it's reset it to the start of the night. We was over there somewhere, so that's what that does for you. It's there's other things you can put on there as well. Obsidian gives you like a resistance buff. Something spawns a zombie, and something makes it rain. So that's, I think, the 4 things you can get on there. So let's deactivate our sword. I should probably get that. I mean, that's 12 damage standard. I should probably give that sharpness and use it as a normal sword, which means I'm going to need a ranged weapon, because I've been using the Terror Blade as a ranged weapon. I think for that, what I'm going to use is the bow from Thaumcraft, which is quite simple to make. There we go, bow of bone, just some bones and a shard. So I'll probably make one of them, get that enchanted up as well with. Well, really, I want repair and repair, infinity, and power 5 on that. Those, if you've got infinity on them, you don't actually have to have an arrow, which is very nice as well. Very nice indeed. Right, let's jump down here. And what we need to do before we do anything else is make our pillar caps. I've only got a little bit of smooth stone left, but that's okay because we only need a little bit. So there we go. Gets me 32 of these large bloodstone bricks, which are actually quite cheap once you start getting weak blood orbs, weak blood shards. So one of them on each pillar there, 3 and 4. So now with our divination sigil, if we was to look at our altar, we should see that it is now a lovely tier 4 altar. Tier 4, and it says it on Whaler as well. So, one click of the knife now, what's that going to give me? Because we've got all them extra self-sacrifice shards on there now. So that's going to take us from 0 to 1160. So you see that's almost doubled the amount of blood I get per click. So I can fill that up now with like 9 clicks. There we go, we are full. So the next thing I want to do with our weak blood shards is we're going to want to make a tier 4 orb. We can also make our tier 4 diviner. We'll get some more slates. So our tier 4 orb, I think uses 40k. Let's have a look. 40k, yeah. So this is where you certainly need some kind of regen, because obviously 40k is 4 times as much as the altar can hold. So let's put that in there. Let's bang that in there. And now I need to start spamming my knife. So see how quick it's taking that because of the speed runes. Well, that's what the speed runes do for me. The speed runes make the blood go into things quicker. Christ, that is going quick. There we go. We've got a tier 4 orb. Very nice. And what's more important than tier 4 orb? So that's, I think we've got, is it a million capacity now in there? but I'm not going to bother filling that manually. I'll wait until I can do that with it automated. But what I can do now is, because we're tier 4, I can, as I said, I can put those blocks of coal in there. I can do them both at once. Can we? No, maybe can't do them both at once. So there's one of those, and there's a second. Let me just get some more blood in here while I'm dying anyway. Not dying, you know what I mean. Well, that's filled up nicely. Let's get 2 of these. So these, if you remember, were tier 3 slates. What I need to do with these now is to make these into tier 4 slates. So each tier of slate takes more blood. So if you look at that, that took 5,000 to make it into a tier 3. To make it into a tier 4, it takes 15,000. So it's going to run out. Oops, I'm not paying attention. So you actually need 15,000 blood in there just to make it into a tier 4, which is pretty hefty. So there's one, and then get the other one in there, and get stabbing myself again. Come on. The speed runs really help if you're impatient. There we go. So that's tier 4. So what we can do now is our ritual diviner, which is in my ender chest. There we go. We can upgrade that to this one that can place dusk runes. So 2 of them, that, and 2 of them. It's going to let me make that one. Wonderful. Can place dusk runes. So what I want to do now is I want to make the Well of Suffering. So if we come through here, Well of Suffering, shift left click, by the way, lets you go back through the list. So Well of Suffering, if we look at that, you can see there, if we hold shift down, it tells us, let's turn that off and eat something. There we go. If we hold shift on that, you can see what we're going to need for that. So we need a total of 20, 28, 32, 36, which I've got. I'm just missing a master. So I need a few more runes for a master. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to borrow. So we're almost at the point where we've automated this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to borrow this master stone from there. And I'm going to want a lever, because I want this turned on when I want it on. Loads of levers in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back down into the blood magic area. That is very aesthetically dull, I apologise for that. And if we grab a couple of them for a second, drop down to the level below, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, yeah, there will do. I'll put my master stone there, and now with this ritual we can go like so. And I think, have I done it low enough? I have done it low enough, I think. So we've used all the stones. That looks like it's good to go, yeah, because if I'm clicking now, the thing's not moving in my hand. So that's all good. So if we activate that, if there was mobs here, it would hurt them. So that's active. You can see by the ritual thing up there. So if we had mobs down here, which we are going to have, then this will be hurting them. So what I need to do now is get some mobs down here, and the best mobs to use are witches, because witches regen themselves so they don't die, which is very useful for this purpose. The other thing I need to do now is I need to start changing these for sacrifice runes rather than self-sacrifice, but that can come in time. We're not going to do tier 5 just yet, because I'm going to need, I need 4 beacons for tier 5, and I've not got to the point where I'm fighting withers yet, even though I'm easily safe to, Well, yeah, in fact, I'm very much am. So, I need now, I'm going to get my dolly. I don't think I actually need a dolly for this. I think with the spawners under the witchery circles, I think you can just break, I think the different kind of spawners. So I should just be able to break one with my pick and bring it. So in fact, what I'll do is I'll do a quick backup on my world, just in case I do break one, because I don't want to lose one. And we'll see if that actually works. I think that's something James told me about. I'll meet you at a witchery circle. Okay, slight change of plan. I've not gone to the witchery place yet, because I'm just going to do this for the end of the episode. The episode's getting quite long, 45 minutes. So I am going to do a little bit of infusion enchanting, just because we kind of failed it last time. I'm going to take some more berries, and before we go, I've just made my. Remember, I had a couple of power 2 books in there. I made it up to a power 5, and I've made one of them bows of bone. So I need 12 levels to enchant that with power 5. Let's get up to 12 levels. And there goes my anvil. Okay, let's make another anvil. I've actually got 2 there, but I need those. I also, before I forget, I need 1 arrow, and I need 1 vanilla bow. Bow. Oh, sucker. Sucker. There we go, and I've got 3 Salis Mundis there. So what we can do now is head down to the infusion altar. I need 6 levels for the first thing I'm going to do. And the first thing we are going to do is going to be a Salis Mundus and an anvil. No, it's not. It's going to be a Salis Mundus and a bow and an arrow, which is not going to match up. Yeah, so let's double check we're doing this correctly. By the way, look at that, that's going down 77. So it's going down a little bit. That's because I forgot to put the lever on the ritual there. So the ritual's working away, but it's not actually doing anything, so it's actually just slowly losing me LP. So I need to put that lever on at some point before I forget. Yeah, so in here we're going to use repair 2, which needs 6 levels Salis Mundus anvil, and then 12 levels with fabric order and precantation. Then we've come all the way through here. We're going to want 6 levels Salis Mundus, a bow, an arrow. I've got all the stuff ready for that, so it should be good to go now. I've got 6 levels on me yet, so if I give that a click, oops, in you go. If I give that a click, there we go. So you see it's pulling 6 levels off me. So there's the 6 levels gone, and now it's pulling the things there. So well, I guess you've seen all you need to see really. I might as well wrap up when this one's done. There's no point in watching 3 of these. So I'm going to do the same again, twice with repair. So that's going to have repair in it. I've also given that sharpness 5, so that now has got 18.25 attack damage, which is very nice. I would like looting on that. Oh. Something went boom. I think we're okay still. I do need to get more stabilizers underneath there. So right, there we go, it's taking the permutatio, and then, oh no, is it actually blown up? I think it may have blown up the Salis Mundus. Yeah, it did, yeah. So it's a good job we had a spare Salis on me then, because that would have blown up otherwise. So there we go, we've got now infinity on there, and as I said, even without an arrow on me, that works. And then now what I need to do is put repair on that. So yeah, I shall do that though off camera. I shall go get a couple of spare Salis Mundis just in case I get any more booms, and put some more stabilizers under there. When you see me next, I should have that witchery witch spawner down in the room down there, and I'm going to try and trap 12 witches around there. It may be a bit of fun trying to do it and stay alive at the same time. I shall see. But, hopefully you will join me for that. Thank you as always for watching this episode. I hope I see you next time. Cheers. Bye.